Welcome to the story of faith. Abraham, our father of faith. Church, take a moment today to read Genesis 22 and let the word speak directly to your heart as a child of God. The wind was still that morning, the sky painted with a soft hues of dawn, cast long shadows over Abraham's tent. Abraham sat in silence at his tent. The wind of a divine command pressing on his chest like a stone. The voice of the Lord had come the night before.
Abraham, take your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains I will tell you about.
Abraham had heard God speak before, but never like this. Something that tore so deeply into the promise he had waited for his whole life. Abraham believed and obeyed the voice. Still, before the sun fully rose, Abraham gathered the woods. He circled the donkey. He called Isaac, his laughter, his joy, his miracle, and the two servants to travel with them. No one questioned the early departure. Only Abraham knew what lay ahead. For 3 days, the journey across wilderness and ridges, Abraham walked ahead, eyes fixed on the distance, on a mountain that had not yet been revealed. Isaac ran, joked, laughed, like boys do with their father. But Abraham's heart was silent and heavy. On the third morning, Abraham lifted his eyes. There it was Mount Moriah. At this place, he turned to his servants and said, "Stay here with the donkey, my servants. The boy and I will go over there to worship, and we will return to you." Isaac helped his father to carry the woods. They were tied in a bundle and placed on the boy's shoulders. Abraham carried the fire and the knife, side by side, of the father and the son, climbed the fogged hill, step after step, stone after stone. As they climbed, Isaac broke the silence. "My father," he said gently. "Yes, my son. We have the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?" Abraham paused. He could not meet the eyes of the boy. "God will provide for himself the lamb, my son," he answered. They reached the top. Abraham built the altar with the trembling hands, each stone placed with care. He laid out the woods on the altar had built and turned to Isaac. He said no words. Perhaps there were none left to say. Isaac did not struggle. There was no cry, no fight, just wide eyes and quiet trust as his father bound him and laid him on the altar. Abraham took the knife. His hands shook as he raised it into the sky. The breath of Abraham at that moment held the heaven in silence. Then a voice, loud, urgent, breaking the air like thunder. Abraham, Abraham, here I am, he gasped. Do not lay your hand on the boy. Do not do anything to him. For now, I know that you fear God. Seeing you have not withheld your son, your only son for me. Abraham fell on his knees. His tears dropped on the altar. In the nearby thicket, a rustling, a ram, its horn caught in the branches. God has provided. He loosed the ropes on Isaac. He held Isaac close, longer than he ever had before. Then he offered the ram in place of the boy and called that place, the Lord will provide. And on that mountain, under the vast blue sky, Abraham and Isaac came down together. Even in the mountain of testing, brethren, God was present. He saw the tears, heard the silence, and provided just in time. Abraham's faith wasn't blind. It was rooted in a deep trust that even when the path made no sense, God's promise never failed. This story is not just about the Father and the Son. It is about a God who sees, a God who speaks, and a God who provides. The same God who met Abraham on the mountain meets us today in the darkest trials. So when your faith is tested, when obedience feels like a sacrifice, remember God will provide.
Napigia makofi. Asanteni sana. That is our end.